is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. So today I have a fun video planned where I am doing 5 looks featuring the All I Ever Wanted palette by A.L.I.E.N Cosmetics. But before we get started, if you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you're an oldie but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley and I have a doctorate in pharmacy, and that's how you get Dr. Ash and her makeup. But please just call me Ash or Ashley, and eyeshadow is my jam. So like I just mentioned, I am talking about the A.L.I.E.N Cosmetics All I Ever Wanted palette. And I believe Amanda named it, which is the owner of A.L.I.E.N Cosmetics. She named it All I Ever Wanted because it is 20 shades of shimmers and duochromes, and the formula is vegan. Now this palette actually went for pre-order on April 1st, and that's when I decided to snatch it up, and it was delivered to me about 40 days later after that, so it's not too bad. The palette does retail for $86, which is a little steep, but because of the formula and all the shades you're getting, it is pretty much justified. Now, I have 5 looks for you guys today, and I want to go ahead and get into some swatches. Now this video is more like some inspiration because the palette unfortunately at the moment is sold out, but I do believe that the owner will open up another pre-order for this palette based on the popularity because it did sell out. You know, shimmer palettes at the moment are like all the rage. Everybody can't get their hands on enough shimmer palettes, and I'm going to be doing 5 looks like I just mentioned, and I'm also going to be blending in my Blends Bunny palette right here to help with some of the matte shades. And then I have some looks without using mattes as well. This is the beautiful Blends palette by Blends Bunny Cosmetics that I'm using as well. And then of course, when you see me do the looks, you're going to see maybe a little NYX glitter glue come into play. So what I want to do now, because these shades are so gorgeous and so you can actually see the shift, I want to go ahead and do some swatches, and then let's get into the 5 looks with some final thoughts at the other side. All right, so first up we have the shade Mars Frolic. Now this shade can also be found in the Fairy Frolic palette. And then we have Saturn. And look at that shift on Saturn. So gorgeous. Next up we have Almethea. Gorgeous. Pink Moon. And Planet X. So pretty. Passion. Ooh, that is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, stop playing. Plum. Beautiful as well. And Sphinx. Another favorite shade of mine. It's like trying to put a little closer together because I'm like, ooh. We have Terrace. Another just gorgeous shade. Uranus. Beautiful. And Milky Way. Ooh, that Milky Way shade is so yummy. Alien Princess. Neptune. Yes, so pretty. And Moon Boots. Ooh. We have Atlas. Balzac. Oh my gosh. And Europa. Woo. All right, and since we ran out of space, the last 2 will go up at the top. We have Just Landed. Just Landed is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Can you even? And then Jupiter. And these are all 20 shades. Oh my gosh. Like, look at the shifts on some of these. Like Milky Way. Like, come on. Like, these shades are gorgeous. Let's go ahead and get started. My eyebrows are filled in using my Goof Proof Pencil, shade 3.75. For my eye primer, I'm using the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime in the shade number 2. I'm back, and here are the first two looks. I think everything came out really gorgeous. My face details will be down below in the description box. For the liner, I did want to mention I went in with my Pat McGrath Black Coffee liner right here on this eye, and then the other eye right here I took my Camo Glam liner from the Glam Shop, which is green, and I feel like the colors are really beautiful. So the color Sphinx right here is so gorgeous, and I just love how it has that pop of green into it. But if I'm going to be honest, it is very close to the shade that's Stay Radical in the It's Belle Cosmetics palette. But I love how these two colors mesh together, and Just Landed is absolutely gorgeous. Like the sheen that's on here is just so beautiful. And then paired with Neptune, it just gives it a really great balance. So let's go ahead and get into some more looks. All right, guys, I'm back, and here's the third and fourth look, and everything worked so well, and I'm really actually shocked by this shade Uranus, and I love how it just kind of goes into this green. I was kind of taking a gamble. I wasn't sure if I should do it, especially with this mustardy green up here, but this shade is so beautiful. And then Alien Princess and the way Planet X just blends out And Milky Way is just gorgeous too. It's very full bodied, it's shimmered, and it has just a lot of definition to it. So I really like how all these shades are working together. I feel like your possibilities are kind of endless. So let's go ahead and do one more look. All right, I'm back, and this is the fifth and final look, and I tried to use like all the shades that I could so I can just show off this palette, but I really like how this color story came together. I was a little nervous about it at first, so I put it out on my hand. I was like, oh, I think that will work. So let's go ahead and jump into some thoughts about the All I Ever Wanted palette. I mean, honestly, it's 20 shades of great duochrome / shimmer shades. If you're into that, I think you will really, really like this. You have some really fun pops of color. Like the shade I really like is Sphinx right here. Also, what really impressed me was shade Milky Way, which is really pretty. It had a lot of body to it, and it had a nice shimmer reflex. And then also you have some nice golds and bronzes right here. This one right here, what is it, Saturn? It was really pretty, and it has a beautiful shift to it, kind of like an antique gold. Now, Frolic is gorgeous as well, but I did not use Frolic because when I did my palette for Fairy Frolic, this shade is actually a repeat, so I do have a look using Frolic, so I didn't want to go ahead and repeat with that. But I tried to use majority of the shades, and Balsic and Just Landed and Planet X and Neptune, even Alien Princess, it had a very wet looking feel to it, and Uranus mixed with the green. It just all worked out so well. So I feel like this palette is very much a companion palette. This palette is something that you can use on its own. You can just grab whatever mattes that you wanted to grab. I decided to just go a little bit more bolder this time, so I went with the Blends Bunny palette right here. Or you could go with maybe like a Viseart or any just mattes that you just have in your collection, mattes that you have from A.L.I.E.N Cosmetics already in their other existing palettes. Now, I feel like this palette is actually not a bad deal. So when you work out the math, it's like $4.30 per eyeshadow when it comes to individually pricing this palette out, because this palette is $86, so it is pretty expensive. But we do know for like these duochrome shades and these high extreme foils that they do usually cost more, because like if you look at Cleona Cosmetics, those shades are sometimes like $17 for the same amount of pan size. Or if you're looking at maybe like a Terra Moon's, the same amount, or maybe even Divina, or so, you know, the list goes on and on and on. So it is actually a good deal, but if you don't feel like you're going to be able to justify the price, there are a lot of other options out there. I'm going to do like a best of the shimmer palette video, because I mean there's just been so many shimmer palettes lately, and this one is kind of comparable to the last one that I did just actually do 5 looks with, which was the Break the Rules palette right here by Isabel Cosmetics. The only problem with these particular palettes is that you know they're pre-order, so they're not so much that it's limited edition, but it's just that sometimes it can be a little hard to get your hands on this one, on both of these palettes actually. So this palette is currently sold out, but I do think it is a really great palette. It's going to give you a lot of wear. If you're just that person that loves to just kind of put a nice shimmer on your lids, I think you'll get a lot of use out of it because you have a lot of great standout colors. You just add your mattes with it, so it's just kind of an easy palette. You know, you put a matte, you get a shimmer, you got a great look. You look like you took a lot of effort, but you really didn't. Not to mention like the matte shades, excuse me, some of the more metallic shades, they blend out very well, and you can put them in the crease, so you don't necessarily need a matte to go along with these shades. So I do really appreciate that. But I feel like these palettes are easy and they're fun, so I really do appreciate them in my collection. I feel like the packaging is really great. It's sturdy. I love how the front of it has like that cardboard, but it has kind of like a, I don't know how to describe it. It has like a more texture feeling, but I really like how it keeps with the theme. The names are super fun when it comes to A.L.I.E.N Cosmetics. And at the end of the day, it is kind of like all you ever wanted, because you do want all of these shimmers, you know, in your collection. I mean, how can you just justify like not wanting these shades? Some of these shades are super standout and they blend together so well. Like even this Almethea into Saturn, that is just like a gorgeous combination. So if you didn't want to do the blue, you could just kind of throw a brown in your crease and you have more of a neutral look. So I really do like this palette. I feel like the performance was impeccable. I feel like you do, with some of the shades, need a glitter glue. You do need to use your finger, but that really wasn't a big deal for me. But then I did create this look right here without using a glitter glue, and I feel like the shades are adhering well. Feel like you should prime your eyelids and you should be good to go. But you have so many different fun color combinations here. Now, as far as like my favorite look, I want to say one of my favorite looks was the one I did with Planet X in the crease and Milky Way, and then Alien Princess. I really like that look, and I also really like the look that I had Uranus and Balzac in that grungy matte green in the crease. So those are 2 of my favorite looks. I really like this look, probably like the 3rd favorite look, and then of course the eye was Sphinx. That eye was everything. Ooh, before my eye just so rudely interrupted me by watering. Like, come on, we're almost done with the video. But I feel like you do have a good wide variety of colors in here, and I've just enjoyed all the looks that I was able to put together with this palette. So with that being said, let me know down below, have you picked up this palette? I hope you enjoyed some of the inspiration, and I do believe that Amanda plans on bringing this palette back based on the popularity of it, and it will be another pre-order for it. But the good thing with A.L.I.E.N Cosmetics and their pre-orders, she usually doesn't open the pre-orders until she has like the palettes in her possession, so you don't have to wait that long. So I want to say my wait time for this is about a month and a half. No, maybe 40 days or so. So it wasn't that bad. But let me know down in the comments which look you like the best. Have you tried A.L.I.E.N Cosmetics out at all? They do have like really fun palettes, really great color schemes. Give this video a big thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video, which will be very, very soon. And subscribe to my channel, because you know I would love to have you here in my little makeup family. And with that being said, you already know what time it is. It's time for the chat dance, chat dance. Hey, 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 chat dance. All right, y'all. Bye.